didn't love watching Rove live back in the day? The humour, the guests, peak evening TV. It really, really was. Well, Rove is heading out on tour, taking over stages around the country and spilling all the beans from behind the scenes of those talk show days. He joins us now. Rove, hi.
Here he is.
Jonesy Amanda, how are you both?
Let the beans be spilt.
Oh, I'm knee deep in beans.
Or tea. Do you spill tea or do you spill beans or both?
Well, see, I'm of a generation where you're still spilling beans.
Yeah.
But in a lot of the promotional material, because I'm very up to date with the now speak of the young people, I've been very cringe in the way that I have been referencing spilling tea to help my Riz.
Don't spill Riz.
You've just
Really
killed that. If you can just say 6'7", then it's all done.
Oh, yes, absolutely.
Did you keep diaries through all the years, or have you got a good memory or a friend's reminding you? How are you cherry picking the stories?
Amanda, that is a fantastic question. I am, yes, so fastidious that I have notebooks of all of the episodes. So whatever day we would record the show or put the show to air, the next day we would all, as an office, watch it back. And I would sit there and take notes. So I have every episode broken down by segments, guests, and then my personal notes as to whether there was a funny line in there or a great little something we could use. And that's been very, very helpful putting this live show together.
Wow. Did you do that at the time thinking that this is what you would do? What was the point of it then?
Well, it was more for the idea that when we got to the end of the year, we started putting together a little highlights package of moments from the show. And so I was really looking for that, which is why sometimes it could just be a soundbite. It's like, someone says a single line that out of context is quite entertaining. But otherwise, I hadn't really planned that it would be much more than that. But I look at it now and I'm so grateful that I had it. I was looking for a video of myself doing a parody version of Kylie Minogue's Can't Get You Out of My Head, where I was dressed in her rather confronting nude except for a white bedsheet.
Yep.
And to not have to go scrolling through thousands of episodes to find that, to only then just go, I cannot show this. It is way too confronting.
Was it?
I remember
Because that was the Kylie hot pants era, wasn't it? But you weren't wearing the gold hot pants.
No, it was not. This is post gold hot pants, and now
okay.
she has set the bar with her gold hot pants.
Yeah, I remember that.
The alien kind of thing.
And then she's just in like a shroud.
Yeah. Because
There was a lot of leg.
And she's got great legs, I think you can say.
Yeah, but
that.
I do not. Mine are very hairy. So that was kind of the gag, that I sort of do the same thrust forward with my leg, and then the camera zooms in and I just stroke my leg hair the wrong way, like how you upset a cat. And I was watching it, just went like, I can't show this.
I feel that when I look at you, and I've known you for a very long time, you don't look like a hairy man. You look like a Sharpie.
My legs are hairy though.
Come on, get them up.
Quite hairy.
No, they're not.
I've got from the knees down is quite hairy, but the rest of it, no. I'm very grateful that I don't have a hairy bum, don't have a hairy a little bit of chest hair, but nothing too confronting. This is all part of the tea that shall be spilt. This is new. This is fresh tea. Fresh tea.
Is the audience going to say, ask you questions and things like that? Is there sort of a Q&A?
Well, are you ready? Yes is the answer. So the show is stories. I'll show some clips sort of running through just highlights and moments for me. And then there is a portion of the show at the end where the audience can ask questions. And you are the first to know this, that my daughter came to the show 2 nights ago and she asked a question at the end. And she put her hand up and I thought, this will be entertaining. I'll sort of save that one till last. And then she asked me, what was your favorite of your themed shows? And I drew a blank. I thought this is going to be a great closer.
Yeah.
And she absolutely stumped me until I realized, we did a Mother's Day episode once. And so I talked about that and said, we all got our mums in. Carrie's mum did the news. Pete's mum did a segment, all that sort of stuff. And I said, and then my mum, your grandma, co-hosted the show. And when I said your grandma, the crowd erupted going, oh my gosh, that's his kid. But that was her first time coming to see what Dad had done.
This is. I thought you would have asked for money or something.
Well, I thought she was going to ask a comical question, like if I said, "Yes, young lady, do you have a question?" And she would have said, "Yes, can I stay up late tonight?" or
Yeah.
something like that.
Yeah.
Or,
Yeah, exactly.
why do you make me eat broccoli?
Yeah.
But instead, she had a legitimate
Honey,
question.
what
I'm
So
gonna-
that flat out put me on the spot.
What,
She's
she's
not
working
coming
at the
back.
AB? She's working at
She
the
is
ABC?
not coming back.
No, that's it.
So when I
grilling
come
me,
to see the
I'm
show,
saying.
I'm going to put my hand up and ask if I can stay up late.
Yeah.
I'll take
Yeah,
your
absolutely.
question.
But you will have to eat your broccoli.
I will, happy.
One thing I always remember about your show was when Earth Hour was on, when it was first starting, and you were zoomed in on Kirribilli House, the Prime Minister's residence, and you got them to switch the lights on and off. And I remember at the time just thinking, that kind of stuff happens a lot now. But I remember when you did it, I went, that is so cool. I just, live TV, it happened. It was one of those moments I always could remember how it was. And I think it probably would have been Kevin Rudd that was in at the time.
No, it was John Howard.
It was John Howard's time.
Yeah, that was a bit. We were trying to get John Howard on the show. We couldn't get him on, and so I was just harassing him basically. So I turned up to the gates of Kirribilli. I went to Parliament House, and then we had a cruise, a harbour cruise happening with some of our viewers, and we just thought, we'll point the camera up to Kirribilli House and get them to turn their lights on and off to show that they were watching. But it was really just a gag bit. I thought, the guy's been playing hard to get the whole time. And then lo and behold, the top bedroom light goes on and off. And I lost my mind. I was so thrilled. And I actually found out, it was years later, I saw John Howard at an event, and he came clean and said it wasn't him, it was his daughter. So she's got much better taste in television than her dad.
Well, which event was this? Was this when you were at Knotfest together, you and John Howard?
Yeah, we were. Oh my gosh, we were at Burning Man. He looked a wreck. He was having a good time though.
And we won't ask how you know that was his upstairs bedroom.
Yeah.
That's for another story.
Yeah, what's going on,
entirely.
bro?
Oh, too much TV.
Too much.
But also, I've thoroughly enjoyed, not just going back through the notebooks, but then once I find something, I have to scroll through the episode. They've all thankfully been digitized many years ago, so they're easy to sort of track down the clips. But it's been really enjoyable to go back and see these moments again, whether I'm using them or not. Like, Amanda, when you came on with your Peter Andre doll that you had.
Peter Andre doll.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh my God. And so many wonderful memories of people in the industry over the years. It's been thoroughly enjoyable.
I think on the box it said, beware small parts or something like that.
Yes.
Chokeable
And then
hazard.
there was another time you were there when a guy came and put me in a giant bubble that I don't know, you weren't part of that. You just sat and helped. It was a wonderful moment. And Jonesy, you never got the invite.
Yeah,
but
I know.
it was wonderful.
Channel 10.
You were great on Show Me the Movie, and that's all that matters.
Channel 10 have never liked me, and I accept that. But, mate, it's always good to have you on our show, and you're always welcome here. And, of course, if you want to see Rove, for tickets and tour information, head to comedy.com.au and you'll see it. It all begs the question, will you be coming back? Will a Rove show come back at night?
Well, look, if you've been catching my social media this week, you'll see that I sat down with Good Charlotte and had an interview with them. So, yes, there are plans ahead to branch out and do some other things in other places. So keep an eye out. Absolutely. I'm not done yet. I did have someone who came to see the show and said, it sounds like you were saying goodbye. And I was like, no, it's just the greatest hits so far. So don't panic.
Well, you should be. Did you spend half that interview trying to work out which one's Benji and which one's Joel? That's what always happens.
Yeah. Thankfully, my daughter was there to point it out.
Ask the hard questions.
I'll let her stay up late for that.
Rove, you're a legend. Thank you
Lots
for
of love.
joining us.
Always a pleasure, you two. Thanks very much.